Now, for more on this, South Australia's Premier Jay Weatherill joins us now from Adelaide. Good morning to you, Premier. Thanks for your time. Just quickly, your thoughts on whether this national debate on drugs and decriminalisation of them is something that you'd support in South Australia?
Well, South Australia decriminalised the personal use of marijuana decades ago for precisely these reasons. But we don't have any proposals to make any further changes to our criminal law in this regard.
If it was to be looked at on a federal level, is that something that you'd support?
Well, I mean, it's a debate. If people want to start that debate, we'll participate in it.
And what kind of contribution will you make to that debate? Well,
I mean, we'll explain the South Australian experience. I mean, we, for many of the reasons that the Federal Minister advanced, the distraction of police resources from minor matters, we made that shift in South Australia decades ago, but I don't think there's any intention to further legalise or decriminalise the system of drug offences in South Australia.
So you're not looking at slightly more illicit drugs like ecstasy or cocaine?
No, there are no proposals of that sort that we're considering.
And why won't you look at that, given the experience, say, in countries like Portugal, where they've actually seen a drop-off in the numbers of people using illicit drugs?
Well, we haven't seen any material that persuades us that our present regime isn't an appropriate one, but we're more than open to considering any of the issues that might be advanced in a public debate.
And do you think that this report that's due out later this morning will in fact instigate that kind of debate and help change people's minds about this kind of low-level drug use?
Well, look, I'm not familiar with the report, so I haven't had an opportunity to consider that.
OK, let's move on and talk about the Murray-Darling Basin Water Plan. How serious are you about a possible High Court challenge if you don't in fact get the levels of water that you want into the system?
Well, we're serious about a healthy river. We've got a simple proposition. We want a healthy river based on the best available science. That's not what we are asking for. It's what's set out in the Water Act. And if the authority is unable to achieve that, then we'll pursue our rights and we'll pursue them vigorously. And that's been our position from day one. How
responsive do you think the federal government will be before it gets to any kind of stage where there could be a High Court challenge?
Well, we think this is an important national river. We think that many people that are concerned about the beautiful natural environment that's represented by the River Murray and its lower reaches. We've got two Ramsar listed wetlands, so wetlands of international significance. Both of which are under massive pressure because of the depletion and pollution of the waters of the River Murray over decades. And we've been putting up with poor compromises over this river for really over 100 years now. And enough is enough. We've got an opportunity to set that right, and we should take that opportunity.
Jay Weatherill, thank you very much for your time this morning.
Pleasure.